Okay, so welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play series on Better Minecraft Plus. Part 2, I believe. So, bit of an unfortunate statement. I am trying to do all of this all at once, so it's probably going to take me a while to go through all the footage. I apologize. I want to try to be able to make this Monday through Friday, but I'll have to get used to the whole editing thing. It's going to take a bit. But anyways, last we left off, we came up to this glorious biome up here with all that stuff way down there. And yeah, everything is pretty dangerous, trying to kill me. Surprisingly, we didn't die last time. So, I did say last time I was going to cut that down and then all the trees down, but then I said, hold on, wait a minute, because there is indeed something that I wanted to get into. Alright, so first we have this basic crafting table everybody should have. But there's actually something else you could do. I don't need that open right now. So, in here we have the Tetra mod. And in here we have some really cool things that we're going to try to get into. This is one of the 3 kind of tech-heavy things that I plan on doing and getting into for this mod pack. So in order to do all of this, pretty much, it's going to revolve around a hammer. So what I could do is something like... So there's the basic wooden hammer, but something that we could do instead, and that we're going to do, is we're going to do that, and then we get the stone hammer. So, alright, so this is actually a pretty interesting thing. So out here, randomly, there was a little building I went to, and come out here, old man. There's a gatekeeper, and he is going to be very important to a mod that will allow us to get to a specific dimension. If I come over here, I can look and see that some kind of portal is already set up. So I do believe if I check the quests, this is for the Ever Bright dimension. So once we get on to doing that, that'll be there. Alright, that was just a lucky find there. Alright, so it has to be on a basic crafting table. It can't be on any other kind of crafting table. That sucks, but okay. Alright, but now we have this. So what's very important about this is, as you can see, we can upgrade a lot of different parts uh, of our tools and weapons, which I'll show later. So this stone hammer, you can see a number of different things on this. The main point that we're worried about for our hammer is this, which is our hammer tier. So the higher the hammer tier, the better our whole crafting and salvaging. So in order to improve that, we can improve the left and right hammer heads. Highly recommend keeping hammerheads the same. So right now it's on stone, and I actually got something quite impressive from this called the Holosphere, which can show us a ton of cool things, including materials, which is separated into stone, metal, wood, skin, fabric, bone, fibers, gemstones, scales, and miscellaneous. So, currently we have a just basic cobblestone hammer. Which I click on that so it holds. So, a normally it would take stone, like a tier 1 hammer to work with stone. However, when it is put onto, let me find double-headed hammerheads. So you see for like wood, it's tier 0. However, when you put the heads together, it does increase by 1. I don't know if it says that. I don't think so. Okay, so yeah, it does say double hammerheads provide synergy bonus. So even though this one says that it's tier 0, make sure that both sides are wooden and it'll be a tier 1. If you go over here to, let's say, stone, it's tier 1, but having two together is tier 2. So our hammer, that's why it says that it's currently a tier 2 hammer. Um, so you can look through this to find what's the best to put on. You see diorite's the same as stone, so is andesite, and so is granite. However, when you look at blackstone, it's 3. So it's a base tier 3, which is already higher than what ours is as at a tier 2. It also requires a tier 3 to make. But put that together, so left and right side, and then you have a tier 4. So the problem with this is that the next tier is obsidian. And the obsidian hammer, tier 4, so both together would be tier 5, but it requires a tier 6. So it already requires you to have a tier higher in order to get to just a base tier 4. Um, Iron is going to be the next thing after stone, which I think we'll be able to get later on. Pretty easy. Iron's pretty easy to mine. Um, so this one requires a tier 2, so it'll require stone hammer. So what's going to end up happening of what you're going to see is needing a hammer in order to upgrade a hammer. And that'll play into something later on I'll get into. But this one would be tier 2, and then both sides being 2 would be tier 3, which would be that tier 3 that we need in order to get Blackstone Hammer, which would be up to a tier 4. Again, that is going to be where our issue comes in, but there is a solution. Shadow Steel doesn't provide anything, but Netherite is going to be our highest tier, tier 5, and then both sides would be tier 6. But it will require a tier 7 hammer. So clearly there is a gap between tier uh, tier 4 to tier 6. There's no real wiggle room. If you look at all of these, they're all tier 0, so it'll just be tier 1. So yeah, our ultimate goal will be able to get to netherite hammers. That way we can improve things on our own. There is a specific hammer that we can find in specific biomes. I'm actually not sure if this biome will work. I wanted to try and find a mountain biome, but most things that had mountains were trying to had things that could easily kill us. So obviously I need to be careful on that. Um, Also on double-headed, as you can see, we can get pickaxe heads, hoe, claw, axe, a whole bunch of stuff. And there's other things that can be added on to this, which we'll find with certain schematics. But as you can see, it's not just like the double-headed tools. We can also do shields, single-headed, so shovel and spearheads. Let's see. So we have blades, which we can do a basic, a short blade, a heavy blade, or a machete. I haven't really played around too much with all the machetes. I'm guessing they're just faster, but what we're going to need is short blades because short blades, as you can see down here, uh, provide extra tier for cutting, and we need cutting for a certain thing. Another thing to note, gemstones have a certain issue, if I can find out how to find it. So there's certain things with gemstones that create an arrested property. So this is something to be aware of. So what's gonna matter with that, if I go back to double-headed, say I pick pickaxe head, because pickaxe is obviously something we're gonna be using a lot of. Um, Let me see if I can find diamonds. So something with these, certain things will give you certain bonuses to damage, speed, durability. Obviously, diamond is a huge boost to durability compared to, say, a silver pick or lead or let me see if I can just find normal iron. So compared to an iron pick at 115, obviously 771. But gemstones can provide an arrested. So another thing that's important is integrity. So if I go back to here and go to the handle, basic handle. So depending on the handle itself, it will provide a certain integrity, and then you can increase that to increase something about it, so extra durability, stability, speed. Um, so that's all very important. And then you can enchant each individual part to have enchantments on them. So yeah, this is going to be how we do most of our tools and weapons. Armor is going to be a little bit different. Um, we can do bows. And there is something I want to show. So strength. So you can see Ice Dragon Steel, Lightning Dragon Steel, Fire Dragon Steel all take a tier 9. So I'm actually not 100% sure if I can get to tier 9. There might be a way, but it would be depending. So there's a way to level up these items, and I'll be able to show you that periodically as I'm uh, doing off-screen mining. I'll show back up when I have to repair the tool and show you all how things improve. But essentially, there is experience that you can gain while using the item. So first things first, do I actually have any iron? Yes, I do have 16 bits of iron here. Oh, yep, I did get more of that glorious hay. Increasing our food, which we need desperately. And I need sticks, so I can make another, oops, another hammer here. So I can take this hammer and go to hammerhead, put this material on. I need 2, craft, this side, hammerhead. So you see how it's at 2 right now, but then once I put this other iron on, it's going to go up to 3. So as you see, that was an achievement there to get to iron. So I can get tier 3. I just heard footsteps, which is making me concerned. Yeah, this is on solo playthrough, so any footsteps are probably things trying to kill me. So anyways, now we have a tier 3 hammer. So the way that this works, so long as I have it on me, or set up a rack. So there's this that I could set up, and I could put tools on, and so long as it's within range of the workbench, I'll be able to utilize the tools. For now, I'm just going to keep the iron hammer on me, and I can stow away the stone hammer. So, what I can work on now is, let's say I could put a axe on here, and I want to put axe head, and then on the, I can actually do same thing on both sides. Craft an axe head, so now I have a double-sided axe. Hint, this is why we wanted to collect end rods. So one thing with the Holosphere, look at this, handles. And then all the way over here, we can see end rods with a base integrity of 10. So that's already impressive. And then all these things can put a little bit extra on there. With as much integrity as this thing's got, it wouldn't be all that bad. But since we can't readily make a ton of end rods, we won't be using those just yet. But now I have a iron great axe, so this is incredibly powerful. 8.5 attack damage plus 20% attack damage and 0.4 attack speed. Now notice that there's also a hone. So that's going to be how we upgrade each of these items. So next, let me go ahead and put this on. And we're going to do pickaxe head, iron, craft. Oh, that was just, it would have just been a repair. My bad. But yeah, we can do that, and now this thing also. So these things are virtually indestructible. A really cool feature. So even though the tools can break, all we need to do is go back to a workbench and we can repair them. So both of these are set. Let me go ahead and repair this tool. So now we have shovel, pickaxe, and axe. We have our iron hammer. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. I'm just gonna keep this one around. The other one's kind of busted. But that will help. So now if I go over here and I try chopping these trees down, like I said I was going to do last time, you see it takes all that durability, but the hone goes up for all of it. So it's a lot faster to get the hone on this rather than, so looking at it now, it's at hone of 17. So if I come here and just knock out one, tone goes up to 18. Then here, it's at 49. Clearly much better. So I'm going to go ahead and uh, start doing some off-camera chopping, and we'll come back and see how much I've done. Okay, so now, oh, that's something dangerous sounding. Oh, you're over there. Okay. So, as we can see now, this is broken, but it does still have its hone. What we can do is put it there, hit repair, and then just a couple iron, and it's good to go. 100%. Alright, so continuing to clear, and hopefully we can get this to settle soon, so I'll be back later with some more progress. Alright, back again with another progress update. So, as we can see, all of the parts of the axe have now settled, and it has a honing available. So what I can do is I can put it in here, and it allows me to increase certain parts. So I can increase damage, efficiency, durability, or speed. Uh, this is going to be our chopper, so go ahead and improve that. And as we now see, because of honing it after everything being settled, it now has a total of 7 rather than when it had 4. So always remember to take this out. But that's good for now, and I'll be back up with another progress update after I'm done with all the chopping I need. So that was a long-ish kind of session. Uh, as you can see, I actually found a decent iron sword and just kind of made it my own. So yeah, even things that are enchanted, you can use Tetra mod on, and it'll be just fine. Um, there is an indestructible enchantment in this mod pack. I would advise not uh, using the Tetra engine on that. Everything else though should be fine. So as we see, I've got the chop efficiency. That one's just started, but for the pick, it's got mining efficiency 3 on it. And you see a whole bunch of things have been settled, so it's got a whole lot more integrity. And for the each first improvement is free. However, for additional improvements, those cost integrity. So that's why it's so important to increase that. Shovel also got a bit of work done. Even the hammer settled a little bit, so that's pretty good. But let's look in here. So I did get a bit more iron. I did only find 1 diamond. Uh, I did get some of these blue geodes, which can be made into some pretty decent armor. Yep, I'm missing 2. That's fine, but that's still, uh, if you look at it, that is 10, 15, 18. So that's already with a full set, which I can do that. So that's already 13, and eventually it'll be 18 plus 4 toughness. So that is actually, if I look at the iron, it's only 2 and 5. The pants were 5, but it also had a toughness. This is only 2, which this one's 3 and a toughness. So we're going to be going on with the blue geode set as far as armor, and because we have this, it so currently if we have less than 16 armor and 4 armor toughness, uh, it's not really all that good to wear armor. However, when you are wearing armor, this is actually a pretty decent armor set to wear. So I'm gonna off screen go ahead and finish getting the last bit of blue geode so I can have a full set, and then I'll be going with that. Um, so there's actually something else I'm going to be working on, and I might have accidentally let this one go, but I am going to be working on Tinkers next. So next episode we will be diving into Tinkers, and there's 2 very important things in Tinkers that I want to get, and that is 1, we need to get the 3x3 mining tool, and then there's also a vein mining tool that we need to get. Also, I need to go to one of the slime islands to get some slime boots and a slime sling. That will help us get around the map a lot easier and try and run and escape from things easier as well. I think the closest one is there, and I think it is a decent enough safe area. Thing is, I don't know what will be in this area going across. Once we get there, we'll be fine. Also, this is a pillager area we might be able to take down if we're far enough away from savannas that cockatrice aren't hunting us down. Also, go out here a little bit. So, next session, we're definitely going to go get onto the slime island, and we're also going to be starting on Tinkers, which I do have some materials here. I need more gravel, but I'm pretty sure I'll be good on the rest if I can go ahead and just craft up the grout. So yeah, there's that, and then I'm gonna have to also... Actually, I think I have a furnace somewhere. I might be blind. Nope, I don't have one, so let's go with that. Get a furnace going. And we're gonna put in the grout. Actually, I should probably make two. That's not what I need to make. There we go. So I'll be putting both of those in there, and I could probably just use this wood. So that's going to go ahead and get smelted up. So this will give us the seared bricks, which is what we will need for tinkers. So if I were to go ahead and take this, obviously boosted up all my recipes. I don't know if this will be enough. I might need to go get more gravel, but uh, 2 stacks of seared bricks, because I'm gonna need a drain, a chute, and I need the tank, which is somewhere. Which I could just use glass for. And a basin, a tank, melter. I'll have to look through. I hadn't touched Tinkers all that much, so this one is gonna be a decent run for both of us. Oh, hey, one of these guys. What a great way to end. Nope, 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 nope. Uh, sorry. Alright, now a cool thing that these wandering traders do, and this is why it's so great that we ended like this. Can I go to sleep? Yes. I'm all up in the clouds. Alright, so if I go to this, I got, ooh, a bucket from beyond. So this is something that I can use to store my experience. It seems I got some glowstone, some coral, slime ball, sapling, some blue ice. Not bad. So I can go ahead, store that, that, and that. That leather's going to be. Oh, I need 2 more leather so I can make a. And I need more string. Yeah, I'm also gonna need to make a backpack. This wandering bag will be kind of decent just to carry a little bit extra things, but just to show this off, it can take my experience, so basically I can save that up for another day. Yeah, if you get a wandering trader, um, they don't need to live. They're kind of annoying anyways. Alright, so there is that. Let's see how much of this is done. Not much. But yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and get started on Tinkers, and we're gonna set up a nice little area for that. I'll make sure everything is all squared away and set before we begin, and yeah, we'll basically be prepared for some minor adventures. Maybe even going into the Nether. So I'd like to thank y'all for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Deuces.